Ready? Hi guys! Today I'm going to be showing you guys 3 eyeshadow techniques, and these are like, I wouldn't say they're the only eyeshadow techniques. I'm sure there's like plenty of other ones out there. So these are the 3 main eyeshadow techniques that I always use, and I think just like in general people use. So the first one is a smoky eye, which is what I have on right now. So from the lash line, it's the darkest, like here, and then it goes gradually lighter towards the eyebrows. And the second one is like the cat eye, the feline method. So the darkest colors sit on the outer corners of the eye and then gradually like get lighter towards the inner tear duct area, which is like perfect for monolids because then you can kind of recreate or fake the lids. And then the third technique is emphasizing the crease, and this is like that kind of classic pinup style. Every kind of look is based off these 3 kind of things. So if you're interested in how to get these 3 simple applications perfecto, just keep watching. So first off, we're starting with the cat eye. So I'm just laying down a neutral shadow just to kind of prime the eyelids. You can skip this step if you want. Now I'm taking a medium brown shade, and you can choose anything that's kind of medium toned. It can either be cool or warm, depending on what kind of look you're going for. Choose a transition shade that's not too dark and not too light. So with this, I'm taking my MAC 217 and just blending that into the outer corner. So I'm really concentrating that just on the outer crease, and then really softly blend it slowly into the middle of the eye. Now I'm taking a darker shade and working that into the outer corners as well, and really slowly just building that up. So I like to just pat on the color and then slowly work it in with the brush. You want to be really patient with this, and also remember to blend it really well just so the colors are seamless. Now for this look, it kind of transitions from a really light shade all the way to the dark shade. So you can take any bright, white or pinky champagne shade and pop that in the inner 2/3 of the lid. And I'm also patting a really light highlighting shade just on the inner corner of the eye. Now to make sure that there's like a really seamless transition, go back in with any dark shade that you pick and reapply it to the outer corner, just in case any of that darkness got lost when you were blending in the light shade. Remember to keep the dark shadows in a sort of outer V shape, and this will really help elongate your eyes and also make it like more sultry and bigger as well. And I'm just doing exactly the same to the other eye. With this, you can really manipulate and kind of fake a crease, especially if you're one of those monolid girls and you don't have a crease. This is probably the best eyeshadow technique you can use to fake that crease and give your eye the dimension that you really want. Now, because I think eyeliner really just tops off the look, I'm putting on some eyeliner. Alrighty, so this is probably the look I wear most because I think it's really sultry and kind of like sexy, but it's also very easy to achieve, and that's the smoky eye. So once again, we're going to start off with a transition shade, just popping that into the crease with a fluffy brush, just like we did before. And this should be any medium brown shade that's about 1 or 2 shades darker than your normal skin tone, and then use a fluffy brush and just blend it into the crease area. It doesn't have to be really neat, but as long as there's that transition shade, it'll make the darker shades that we put on top of this easier to blend. Yes, so when you've got that transition shade down, we're going to take a slightly darker color, work it into the crease. And I'm using a dark brown for this just for like easy, I don't know, just so it's like easy for you guys to look. You guys can use any color you want. It's just, you're following the same principles. You're going from the lightest shade to the darkest shade. So the third and final step should be taking the darkest shade, and here I'm using a really, really dark brown. It's almost black, and I'm patting it all over the eyelid. And this is really great if you have monolids, if you don't have a crease, or you feel like you have really small eyes, because the more black you put just on the lid area, the bigger and rounder it'll make your eyes seem. And with this look, I really like to just balance it out by putting some dark brown all along the bottom lash line as well, just so it's not so heavy on the top and it feels like your eyes are like gonna close shut or something. It's just a matter of like balance, but you guys can, you know, do whatever you want. Have a little try. There's no right or wrong with makeup. It's just like, you know, you gotta see what fits on your face, girl. Alrighty, so the next look is kind of like a cut crease look. This look really just create that extra depth to the eye, especially for us flat-eyed Asian girls. So first, I'm starting off by popping in a crease or transition color. So after you have that transition shade in, you want to take a more tapered brush. So I'm going in again with the MAC 217 and popping in a darker brown. So now this shade, whatever it may be, it can be like purple or blue, just make sure that it's like 2 shades darker than the color that you put on first. If you have monolids, you could totally fake this. Just press along the crease area, and where that bone kind of sinks in, that should be where this dark color goes. Now, because most of the dark colors are in the crease, you could go ahead and, you know, keep layering a black or an even darker shade of whatever color it is you wanted. But now, what you want to do for the lid is pick the lightest shade and pop that all over the lid, because the brightest part of this look should be on top of the lids. And if you really wanted to intensify the lighter shade, use like a MAC, you know, Fix Plus or your face setting spray and spray your brush with it, and then dip it into the really light colored eyeshadow and then pat that on the lid, and this will really just like bring out the color and also make any glittery shadow more metallic and vibrant. So those are the 3 techniques. See, it was like super simple, right? And I think all the majority of the eyeshadow looks and everything is just kind of like based around one of those. So yeah, just depending on like which eye shape or what kind of look you're going for, and how intense you want it to be, you can kind of like alter the colors and like the different shades and also how blown out it is, but they all generally stay to the core of those 3 styles. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to follow me on my social media. I was gonna say social Instagram, but you know, I like Instagram the most, so you can comment me on there, but I'll reply to you guys anywhere you go. So anyway, okay, bye.